Top of the morning, everybody, and welcome to a very special project of mine. In the recent weeks, I have been playing a lot of Minecraft in peaceful mode. Not for any particular reason other than that I needed something chill to kill the time with for as long as I was, staying at home because of the coronavirus and everything. However, just playing Minecraft to kill the time with is a little bit meh, so I decided to do something a little more with this. I decided to make a brand new Minecraft peaceful world and play a little bit on there. And I'm gonna be recording every single event that's going on in this Minecraft world and give you guys a little bit of a report of what I've been doing on that world. It's not gonna be anything special, it's just gonna be something that I wanna do for fun to kill the time with and to fill up the empty space that is on my channel at the moment. It's also worth noting that these videos are gonna be a whole lot less scripted and a little bit under-edited compared to my what to expect video. Again, for the particular reason that I want something to fill the time with and something that is easily done. With that being said, it's time that we go ahead and create our brand new Minecraft world. So before we get even started on this, I had to make sure that everything is set right. The very first thing that I did was set the difficulty to peaceful, I turned on the cheats, and I turned off all the damage on the world. The sole reason being that I don't really want to, be stressed about the whole dying thing in this game. I know that dying is a thing that just kind of happens in the game and that you just have to deal with it. But with a game like this and with a world like this, I don't really want to deal with that. The sole reason being that I want to just, chill out. That's exactly what this series is about. It's about me chilling out and telling you guys about some of the things that are going on in this world I'm building. Dealing with zombies and creepers and stuff are more suited to something like Silver Seal, which is all about the real survival. That being said, I did find myself in a very good situation when I spawned into the world. I found myself spawning in a plains biome right next to a forest biome. These things are really freaking nice because for one thing I have a really nice surface to build on. It's nice and flat and I can make things even more flat if I really had to. And I have immediate access to some really nice resources that I'm going to use for the survival or derp thing. I'm not quite sure yet how to name this, but it's gonna be very funny, I'm sure. Or very unfunny and unoriginal, I'm not entirely sure yet. Anyway, as you can see, I immediately started to chop down some wood because I'm going to use it for some resources, tools and stuff I'm going to use it for. And of course, at the end of the day, I still need to build a house with it. So that's exactly what I'm going to do here. Building the house is gonna be very simple. It's gonna be made out of wood and stone bricks. The sole reason being that I really like the combination of oak wood and stone bricks. I've been using it for quite some time and I don't really think that I want to switch from it. I think this is also a good time to say that I'm not the best survivaler or the best builder or best miner or whatever. I'm not the best at anything in this game. I just play this because I think it's a fun game and I'm not really playing to get better at anything. I just want to have fun surviving and play some minigames at some occasions. I don't really play that many minigames, but if I do, then I usually have tons of fun with them, even though I'm not the best at them. That's what I believe is the most important thing about Minecraft, is that you have fun with the game itself and not necessarily with, getting better at the things that you do. If you're good at redstone and stuff like that, I can't do anything else than to praise you for it because I probably would never get good at redstone at all. And I think it's amazing what kind of things people can do with redstone at times. It's really incredible to see some of the creations that some redstone builders can do. So as one would expect, my starter house is gonna be a little bit on the small side. Not too big, not too small, but just big enough so I can, keep some stuff in it. It's nothing special at all. Like I said before, it's just gonna be made out of wood for the time being. However, I am planning to build with some cobblestone or stone bricks or whatever, at the very least some stone material later on as I'm going on with this. So when I was done with the base of the house, I decided that it is time to go ahead and dig down for some stone. Now this is of course the most tedious thing that you can possibly do in a Minecraft world, but it is an important thing to do because for one thing, we're going to use this stone for our house, and two, it's gonna be very important to smelt some things with, including the cobblestone stone that I'm mining right now, because I'm going to use this stone for stone bricks and for some tools that I'm going to make out of it later on. Now, it should be no surprise that this is one of the most tedious things that you can possibly look at, and I'm pretty sure nobody really enjoys doing this. However, eventually I did manage to find my first iron, which I was going to dig up later as I still don't have a stone pickaxe, and with the cobblestone that I had at the moment, I decided to put down my first layer of cobblestone on top of my house. Digging some more down, my wooden pickaxe would eventually just give up and break on me, so I had to go back up and make a brand new one out of cobblestone. With it, I decided to go back down and grab the iron that I just found. As I was digging down further, I would eventually find a cave. This is pretty awesome for a number of reasons. The biggest one being that I don't really have to dig much further down than this unless I eventually want to look for diamonds. Which, if you're a Minecraft player like me, you probably do want to go further down for some diamonds and shit. Anyway, for the time being, this cave has plenty of resources I'm sure that we can make very nice use of. The very first thing that I did was build a little staircase for myself so I can go up and down inside of this cave more easily, and I don't have to build a little tower made out of dirt if I want to go up again out of the cave. Once my little staircase was all done, it's time to have at it. By the way, because this is a little bit on the dark side, I'm going to edit a little night vision effect into this so you can see much more easily than this. This cave was filled with all kinds of very nice goodies, from coal to iron and all kinds of other fun stuff. Before I wanted to continue mining, however, I decided that it was about time that I go back up and grab some more things together that I'm going to use for this mining session. As I was going up, however, I realized that it was dark and it was raining. Not just raining, but we had a little thunderstorm. So I decided to do some things with the game rules. I turned off the weather cycle and the daylight cycle. Why did I turn off the weather cycle and the daylight cycle? Well, I didn't really feel like dealing with the dark and shit. Also, the weather cycle is just annoying as all hell. After fixing that, I went ahead and went back into the cave so I can mine some things. And mining some things I did. The cave was very decently sized and it had a lot of things to mine. I knew that I was gonna have to come back eventually, but I decided to go ahead and mine some of the coal that was easily found there. And when I was done with that, I went back up, made a furnace, and smelt some things with the furnace that I had. I had some iron with me already, so I smelted that into iron ingots, which I was using for a iron pickaxe. As the iron was smelting, I wanted to do something real quick about that little water pool that's right next to my house. It's somewhat in the way of my building space and I keep falling into it, so I wanted to get rid of it. I made a couple of shovels and started to dig up some dirt. I'm going to use this dirt to fill up this little pool right here. Now, I wasn't quite sure how much dirt I was going to need, so I just dug up a lot of it and see how far I'll come with the amount that I had. To my surprise, I was getting pretty darn far with the amount I had. However, I came about 4 dirt short, so I needed to grab some of that real quick. Once that was all done, it was about that time that I'm going back into the cave. Once the hole was all filled up, I went ahead and chopped some wood down that I'm going to use for sticks, and I made a little iron pickaxe. Right after that was done, it was about time that I am making some torches that I'm going to use to light up the cave so I don't have to use my night vision every single time that I'm going down into the cave. This is where the really long mining session of mine began, because there is a lot to find down here. I was walking in one direction at some point, and by sheer luck, I managed to find something that's called a abandoned mine shaft, to my complete surprise. I did not expect to find one at all over here, especially because it's so close to my spawn. However, it's here and I'm really happy with it, because these abandoned mine shafts tend to be decently filled with all kinds of things like coal, iron, sometimes some lapis lazuli can be found, gold, and all kinds of other goodies. This is what caused me to mine for a ridiculous long time. I believe I was spending 15 minutes alone in this cave. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that I was a little bit crazy over all of the things that I found in this cave. There was a lot of coal and iron to be found, so I just wanted to take it all with me and use it for the resource that I'm going to use for the rest of this game. Also, to my surprise, this mineshaft was pretty darn big. Whenever I thought that I found the end of the mineshaft, I would find another route that I could walk to in this mineshaft. It was really insane. Like, there were so many levels of this. I just kept on walking and find something new in it. Oh yeah, eventually I also found some pumpkin seeds, some melon seeds, and even a golden apple was down here. Pretty darn sweet. Alright, after all the time that I spent mining down there, this is the loot that I got. 1.5 stack of coal, a whole stack of iron ore, and 16 loose iron ore, a name tag, some beetroot seeds, some pumpkin seeds, some melon seeds, and a golden apple. This is a really good loot, I would say, from this mining session. I'm really happy with this. So I decided that it was about time to store all of the things that I'm not gonna use for a little while in my chest. I put some coal into my furnace, and this is about where I think this episode is about done. I think it's safe to say that this was a really good beginning of a very nice little chill out survival series. We started out on the house. We have a pretty good loot from what I can tell from the mine. We filled up a little water pool with some dirt, and I'm pretty sure things can only get better from here as time goes on. I hope you guys are gonna enjoy this little project of mine. I know for sure that I am gonna have a lot of fun with this, and I'll be sure to make more episodes in the distant future. If you guys enjoyed this episode, let me know by giving the video a thumbs up, and if you want to see more content from me, be sure to subscribe to my channel and ring the bell to get notified about my latest videos. This is Phoenix Star, thanks for watching.